Good morning and welcome to On the Spot right here on Zimbabwe Daily. My name is Grace Kajge. Let's take a look at the news making the headlines today. Epworth MP promises 200,000 votes for ZANU-PF. Mnangagwa has no capacity to solve the country's problems, says Komichi. Mubayiwa forms new political party. New commissioner for PSC appointed. In sports, Zifa fiasco, Felton Kamambo booted out. Cheetahs qualify for Sevens Rugby World Cup. Now the news in details. Epworth Member of Parliament Zalera Makari promised President Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa 200,000 votes in the 2023 general elections. Makari said after census, Epworth population should be 200,000. However, currently, the voting population for Epworth is less than 60,000. MDCT National Chairperson Morgan Komichi has launched a blistering attack on President Emmerson Mnangagwa's administration, saying it has no capacity to solve the country's problems. This follows protests by civil servants for an upward review of their salaries, which has fallen on deaf ears. Komichi said, with the poor economy, legislators will soon be reduced to beggars on the streets as their allowances can barely pay for their basic needs. Engineer Wilbert Mubayiwa has launched a new political party which will contest in the 2023 general elections. The new party, which uses blue and purple color codes, is known as the National People's Congress, NPC. It was launched in Harare on Saturday, with Mubayiwa pledging to unite a polarized nation. President Mnangagwa has appointed Ms. Rosemary Rubvumo Mukugo as a commissioner of the Public Service Commission with effect from 1 May. Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. Mishek Sibanda, announced the appointed in a statement on Friday, saying Ms. Mukugo has over 30 years of experience. Ms. Mukugo has served government in the then Ministry of Trade and Commerce and rose to the post of Undersecretary in the Ministry of Environment and Tourism, subsequently becoming the Chief Executive of the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. Speakers of the National Assembly Jacob Mudenda has described penalties meted to those found guilty of corruption as too lenient and a major hindrance to the country's anti-corruption drive. In other news, Zera hikes fuel price to $1.75 for diesel and $1.63 for petrol with effect from 25 April. In a sad story, United Kingdom-based musician Daniel Majandu, also known as Decibel, has lost one of his twin sons in a car accident while one is in intensive care unit. Our heart goes out to him. In sports, Zifa Emergence General Meeting called by disgruntled councillors resolved to boot out President Felton Kamambo and two other board members in Harare on Saturday. Zimbabwe has qualified for the Rugby World Cup Sevens to be hosted in Cape Town, South Africa, and in September after finishing runners-up at the Rugby Africa Men's Sevens in Uganda on Saturday. To end this news bulletin, let's take a look at the news making the headlines today. Epworth MP promises 200,000 votes for ZANU-PF. Mnangagwa has no capacity to solve the country's problems, says Komichi. Mubaiwa forms a new political party. New commissioner for PSC appointed. In sports, Zifa fiasco Felton Kamambo booted out. Cheetahs qualified for 7th Rugby World Cup. Thank you for listening. Tune again tomorrow.